morning. My name is Vicki Shoemaker. I'm visiting here at the Buchanan Senior Center, and we're going to do a class for chair yoga. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the music on the recording, but so we'll just start with pressing our low back into the back of your chair. And if you have blocks under the feet, just feeling your four edges of your feet to the block. So with the blocks, it should lift your knees parallel to the floor. And just rest your hands on your top of the thighs. Just relax through your shoulders a little bit. Just feel the shoulders down and away from the ears. And then think about a string attached to the top of your head and just pulling the head towards the ceiling. So just feeling your neck long. And then think about pulling your navel toward your spine. Again, think about your shoulders relaxed. If you choose, you can close to the gaze of the eyes, or you can keep the eyes open with a soft gaze. And just feeling your bottom in contact with the chair. And be feeling your shoulder blades to the back of your chair. Relaxing through your shoulders. And then think about releasing through your jaw. Smoothing out facial muscles. And let's take a breath in through your nose, filling your lungs, and then filling your abdomen, and exhaling through your nose, releasing your breath. Maybe feel your shoulders soften, and then taking another breath in through your nose, filling your lungs, and then filling your abdomen. Exhaling through your nose, releasing your breath. And just noticing anywhere in your body that you may be holding tension or have tightness. See if you can soften that area. And let's take another breath in through your nose, filling your lungs. Filling the abdomen, allowing the abdomen to expand as you breathe in. And then exhaling through your nose, releasing your breath. So what we're practicing is called diaphragmatic breathing. And it helps us slow down our heart rate, our respiration, our breathing. It just calms the autonomic nervous system. So most of us have a hard time slowing down in our busy lives. So focusing on your breathing helps reduce some tension, stress. And we'll focus on setting an intention for your practice. Focusing on what you may want to bring more of into your life. Maybe joy, patience, kindness, whatever that intention may be. You can also have an intention for someone else. So as you focus on your intention, take a breath in through your nose, filling your lungs, the diaphragm, filling the abdomen, And then exhaling through your nose, releasing your breath. And just come to your natural breath, following the breath in through your nose and out of the nose. So just noticing your sits bones to the chair, your shoulder blades to the back of the chair, crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling, a nice long neck. And if you have your eyes closed, you can slowly flutter through the eyes. And just coming back to present. Let's slowly bring our hands out to the side and slowly lift the arms overhead, just coming where your shoulders allow. If you're able to bring your finger pads together. And then bending through the elbows, just slowly bringing your hands to heart center. And just notice how the shoulders feel. And let's do that 2 more times. So reaching arms out to side, breathing in. Bringing your finger pads together. And then exhale, bringing your hands to heart center. And then think about releasing through your shoulders. And last time, breathing in. Finger pads together. And then exhale, hands to heart center. And just notice your shoulders. Notice your shoulder blades to the back of the chair. And then just release your fingers and hands to your thighs. So we're just going to work a little bit on shoulder mobility at first. We're going to bring that right hand to top of left shoulder, if that's available to you. And just notice where your right elbow is pointing. So you can adjust it down and then adjust it up. And just notice the top of the shoulder, how that feels. So the deltoid muscle wraps around the top of your shoulder. And just notice that range of motion of your shoulder. So never to pain. If a pose or causes sharp stabbing sensation, then release it. We don't want to hurt ourselves. And then if it's available, let's bring that left arm under the right, maybe bringing that left hand to top of the right shoulder. And just notice maybe the opening up of your shoulder blades in the back. Notice sensations in top of shoulders. And then if it's available, maybe moving where the elbows point. So if it causes pain, don't go there, release it. Just notice. And then releasing that left hand to the thigh, and then releasing the right. So just notice the release through your shoulders, thinking about pulling the shoulders down and away from your ears. So when we're stressed, we often bring the shoulders up, and then the head, neck, and shoulders, that's where we carry stress, a lot of us do. So just notice, even during the day, where your shoulders are. Are they up by your ears, or are they down and away? So let's bring that left hand I guess we did that one. Let's bring the right arm to the left shoulder. I guess it would be the other one. Okay, the left arm. I usually start with the right. So left shoulder, the left arm to tap a right shoulder. And then notice the difference on this left side compared to the first side. And then notice where that elbow points. So that range of motion. Is it different on this side? And then if it's available, bringing that right hand to left shoulder under that left arm, if that's available. So maybe notice the shoulder blades opening in the back. Notice how this feels on this left side. Does it feel different than the first side? Notice any twinges but again, not to pain. And then point the elbows, just finding that range of motion, so not to pain. Just breathing. And slowly release that right arm and then release the left. Again, feeling the shoulders heavy, down away from the ears. Crown of your head reaching towards the ceiling. So nice long neck. Feeling your shoulder blades into the chair. So let's bring our arms out to the side, palms open towards the ceiling. So notice how the shoulders feel. And let's slowly bring the hands overhead. You can bring your finger pads together. And then if it's available to you, maybe bending your elbows, dropping your hands back. So are you able to move your elbows towards your head? So we're working on these tricep muscles in the back of our arms, as well as the deltoids, the top of the shoulders. And just breathing here. And just noticing the sensations. Again, not to pain, release it if you need. Just honoring where your body is today. And then nice and slow, if you're able to extend the hands towards the ceiling. And then slowly, let's open the arms to what look like goal pose, or cactus arms is another one. So take a peek at your elbows. Are they lined up with your shoulders? Like a perfect 90-degree, like the football field. And then think about gently pressing your elbows back. So we're opening up our chest. Maybe notice your shoulder blades in the back coming together a little bit. Notice the top of your shoulders. You can send your breath. So as you breathe in, thinking shoulders. And then exhaling, releasing your breath. And then slowly reach the hands towards the ceiling, so lengthening through the arms. And just notice the sensations through the shoulders, not to pain. Breathing. And then slowly bring the arms back to the goal post. Make a 90-degree angle with the elbow. Maybe spread the fingers wide. Breathing into the space of the shoulders. And let's press the hands again towards the ceiling. Just coming where your shoulders allow, not forcing, not to pain. Breathing. But just noticing the sensations in your shoulders. Releasing any time that you need. Just honoring your body. So we're not going with the Jane Fonda, no pain, no gain. She was wrong. Sorry, Jane. And then slowly bring it back to a right angle. Breathing. And then gently pressing the elbows back if that's available to you, opening up the chest. Notice your shoulder blades in the back maybe coming together. And then slowly, let's bring the elbows to the front. So we're coming to keeping the elbows bent. And seeing where you can bring the elbows in front of the chest. Are you able to bring them together? No forcing. Just honoring where your shoulders allow you to come. Breathing. Not to pain. And slowly opening up through the elbows, opening up the chest. And we'll do that one more time. So slowly bringing the elbows together in the front if that's available. Breathing, not forcing, honoring where your body is today. And just knowing each time we practice, our body is in a different place. And just honoring those differences. Now let's slowly open that up. Just releasing. And then just slowly releasing the hands to top of the thighs. Just notice the release through your shoulders. We worked them a little bit there. So we don't do that too often. I mean, we'll reach for our cup of coffee, in the range of motion. We don't too often bring it out to the side or goalpost. So just notice the sensation in the top of the shoulder, the deltoid. So it kind of wraps around the top. So let's grab the strap if that's available to you. So bringing your feet to the blocks. So we'll give our shoulders a little rest. Does everyone have a strap? I'll roll you this one. Pretty darn good. So you bring the strap around the front pad of your foot. Bring the strap into each hand. So we'll start on the right foot. So you're seated all the way back in your chair. The strap around the front pad of your foot. So you're going to gently press that right leg long. So you want it on the pad part of your foot if that's available. Just because it's a little bit wider. And you can have a slight bend in your knee. So pressing into your left foot into that block. Just breathing into the space. So notice the top of the thigh, the quadriceps. Sorry, I don't have a strap to show in the video, but I can walk you through it. No worries, no worries. And just breathing into the space. And then slowly release that right foot back to the block. And just notice the release in the top of your thigh. Was it doing some work? Oh yeah, you felt that. Okay, good. That's a good thing. And then nice and slow, we'll go over to the left side. So bring the strap under the ball of that left foot. We did the right. Oh, you can switch to the other one then. So, sorry, I usually try to start with the right so I remember. So extend through that left leg, whichever leg you didn't do first. You can have a slight bend through your knee. And just notice sensation in top of that left thigh, the quadricep. You might notice behind the thigh in your calf or in your hamstring, the calf. Breathing, don't hold your breath. And then slowly release that left foot back to the block. Just notice the release through top of left thigh. Just feeling the feet heavy into your blocks. Just noticing the thighs release. So we're going to come back to that right leg. So just bring the strap over to your right foot. Again, bring it around the pad of your right foot. And then slowly extend that right leg. Maybe pressing through right heel. You can have a bend through your knee. Try not to lock out the knee. Breathing. Remember to breathe. And then slowly release that right foot to the block. Again, notice the top of the thigh. Maybe the release behind the thigh. Breathe. You okay?
Yeah.
Your leg's happy to be back on the block, right? So nice and slow when you're ready, we'll come over to that left foot. Put the strap at the pad of the foot and then lengthen through that left leg. Maybe pressing through your left heel. Slight bend through the knee. Breathing. And then nice and slow, let's release that left foot back to the block. Notice the release in that top of the left thigh. So maybe notice the difference from the right thigh to the left. Does it feel different?
Right was tighter.
Right was tighter? Okay.
Well, it was contracting.
Okay.
This whole side seems to be tighter.
So are you right-handed or left-handed? Yep. Right-handed? Okay.
Well,
You're ambidextrous. Cool.
no, I can do it again. Understand.
Okay. So we're gonna work a little bit on the hips. So you can set your strap down for now. I don't know if this might be better to, if this feels more comfortable, maybe bringing your feet to the floor. So if you've had hip replacement or this may be a little bit more challenging, so let's just bring that right foot in front of the left shin. If that's available. So if you need to use the blocks, you can use the blocks. Just honor what you need. And then if it's available, maybe bringing that right ankle on top of the left thigh. So notice the sensation in your right hip. If you want to use the strap around your foot, we could put that there rather than stretching your pants out.
Oh, sorry.
We'll just bring that here and hold that.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Feel that.
So just try not to pull it too far. Okay, so notice the sensation in that right outer hip. And then notice where your knee is. So think about flexing through your right foot, so bringing that right foot flat. That'll take any pressure off of your knee. And then if it's available, so not forcing, if you're able to gently press that right knee down. You don't have to. You can stay where you are. And again, breathing into that space. If you need to release it at any time, bring that right foot back to your block. And then slowly release that right foot back to floor. Breathing. Just notice the sensations in that outer hip, top of the thigh. So feeling your shoulder blades to the back of the chair. Shoulders relaxed. And then we'll come over to the left side. You can bring that left foot in front of the right shin. Just notice how that feels. And then if it's available, bringing that left foot on top of the right thigh. Just coming where your body allows. So notice sensation in the right hip, or left hip, excuse me. Top of thigh. Breathing. You can release it a little bit if it's too much. Breathing. Relaxing through your shoulders. So flexing through that left foot. Maybe noticing where left knee is. Breathing. You can release your foot anytime you need, if you need to bring it to the block. You don't want to go to pain. Remember, James Dondo was wrong. Hopefully she doesn't come after me. So listen to your body. That's one of the things I always say, like when you're doing any kind of exercise. Your body will tell you what to stop doing. You just have to listen. And then slowly, let's release that left foot to the floor. And just notice the difference from side to side. So now we're going to move up a little bit in our chair. So just scoot in our high knee. You can move the blocks if you choose. So we're going to target our inner thighs and our outer hips. So feeling your sits bones grounded into your chair. Relax through your shoulders. And then reach the crown of the head towards the ceiling. So thinking, tucking your navel towards your spine. So noticing sensations in inner thighs, outer hips. And then if it's available, maybe heel toe the feet a little bit wider. So oftentimes with most of our movement, we're forward moving, that we don't use our inner thighs a lot or outer hips. And just notice sensations in inner thighs, outer hips. And then keeping the right hand on your right thigh, let's bring that left arm alongside left ear. And then we're just slowly going to move towards the right. So think about opening this left side of your body to behind the armpit, your rib cage. You can use that right hand for support. Just breathing into that left side of your body. Don't hold your breath. And then slowly bringing the hand and trunk back to center, and then releasing your left hand back to the thigh. Notice your shoulders. And then sending that right arm alongside right ear. And then slowly reaching towards left side body. So opening up through that right arm. So feeling through the triceps, your armpit, your right side rib cage. Breathing, don't hold your breath. And then slowly coming back to the center. And then releasing that right hand. Relaxing through your shoulders, feeling your sits bones into your chair. Just make sure you're feeling grounded into your chair. So did one side feel different than the other? Okay, as far as the opening. Okay. So let's do that one more time. So extending that right arm alongside right ear. And then slowly reaching towards the left. Breathing. So thinking about pulling your navel toward your spine. So helping build a strong abdominals and low back. Breathe. Notice the rib cage. The obliques, which kind of go around the waistline. And then slowly bringing that right hand back up to center. And then releasing that right arm. Breathing, releasing your shoulders. Feeling your sits bones into the chair. Notice the release in that right shoulder. And then slowly, let's bring that left arm alongside left ear. Is she falling asleep? Okay. Just as long as she doesn't go out of her chair. So reaching that left arm towards the ceiling. And then slowly reaching towards the right side body. Gentle stretch through the tricep, under the arm, left rib cage, left oblique, breathing. And then slowly bringing that left arm back to center. And then releasing that left arm. You can bring your hands to the thighs. Feeling your sits bones into the chair. Crown of head reaching towards the ceiling. Nice long spine. And then if it's available, maybe heel toe the feet a little bit wider. Just go where your body allows. So a lot of times our hips are tight. Used to just that forward movement, walking. And then nice and slow, we'll just heel toe the feet back to the center. And then scooting back in your chair, you can bring your blocks back around. feeling your feet to the blocks. And we're going to rest the hands to top of thighs. If you need a sip of water, grab a sip of water. It's important to hydrate, keep ourselves hydrated. So we're going to do what's called a forward fold. So we're going to bend through the front of the hips. So we're going to think about leading with your chest. You can bring hands to top of thigh. We're just going to fold forward at the hips. And just think about keeping the neck long, gazing towards floor. And just slowly bringing the rib cage towards the top of the thighs if that's available to you. So you have your feet grounded to the block or to the floor. So notice sensations through your back body, low back. Again, thinking about the back of the neck, like if you have any folds in it, just think about keeping the neck long. And just notice sensations in low back, maybe through the glutes, your rear end. So if it's available, maybe moving the hands to the front of the knees. Just notice where the belly lands. Does it land on top of thighs? Just notice sensations through your back. Notice the shoulder blades opening up. Notice where your shoulders are. So noticing any sensations in your low back, your lumbar spine. So think about softening through your shoulders. Maybe releasing the arms a little. You can keep the hands on the knees. Continuing to focus on your breathing. And then nice and slow, let's press the hands into top of thighs. And just slowly lifting through the trunk. Slowly coming upright. And then releasing through your shoulders. So noticing any sensations through your back. You notice some? Okay, so we're going to bring our left hand to our right knee. And just bringing your hand to the side of your chair. So think about pressing your sits bones into the chair, the crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling. We're going to slowly lead with our chest. We're going to gaze to your right. So a gentle twist through your spine. Thinking about pulling your navel toward your spine. Breathing. And slowly release that right hand from the side of your chair. The left hand back to the left thigh. Just releasing through your spine. Does anybody notice a difference in that gentle twist? Okay, so we're going to bring your right hand to your left thigh, your left hand to the side of your chair. Again, think about pressing your sits bones into the chair, the crown of the head towards the ceiling. And then slowly leading with the chest, just bringing your gaze, the trunk towards the left. Breathing. Just notice the difference on this left side twist. Breathing, don't hold your breath. And then slowly release that left hand and the right hand and bringing the trunk back forward. Relax through the shoulders. Just notice sensations through the back body, through the spine. Okay, so let's scoot back in your chair, bringing your back to the chair. So we're going to work on the thighs again. You can use the strap if you choose, or if you want to be daring, you can go without the strap. So pressing that left foot into the block, let's extend that right leg long, so pressing through right heel. Again, you can use the strap if you choose. Our legs are kind of heavy. I don't know how many pounds they weigh, but so pressing through that right heel. Notice sensation to top of thigh. You can have a slight bend to the knee. Breathing, don't hold your breath. And then slowly release that right foot back to the block. Notice the release in that right thigh. Feeling that right leg heavy, supported by the block. And then nice and slow, let's slowly lengthen through that left leg. Again, you can use the strap. Pressing through the left heel. It's like bend through the knee. Breathing. Don't hold the breath. We're doing great. Slowly release that left foot to the block. Notice the release through that left thigh. So if you choose, maybe just tapping your feet on top of the block, just kind of releasing through the thighs and the calf. So we're marching. You guys are good at that. Okay, so let's work a little bit more on the shoulders and the arms. So let's bring the arms out to the side, palms open towards the ceiling. And just notice how heavy our arms get. So feeling your shoulder blades in the back of the chair with the arms out, the shoulder blades tend to come together. Breathing. How many pounds do you think the arms weigh? 100. No, not quite. Well, they say our head weighs about 10. So, 5. Let's slowly bring him overhead. And your fingertips together. Does that feel better than out to the side? And then slowly, as slow as you're able, lower the arms back, extended out. So working against gravity, in the weight of the arms as slow as you can go. So our biceps are kicking in, our tops of our shoulders, our chest. Breathing to hold the breath. And then slowly let's rotate the palms forward and then face the palms towards the floor. So just a little bit of rotation in the shoulder. And then if it's available, maybe pointing the thumb towards the floor. Just notice sensations in the shoulders. And then slowly, let's do a thumbs up. So opening the palms forward, spreading through the fingers. And then slowly bringing hands overhead. Finger pads together. Just tell me where your shoulders allow. Breathing. Let's come back to goal post. So the elbows at a 45-degree angle, if that's open, available to you. Spreading through your fingers. Maybe wiggling through the fingers. I did a little painting yesterday and my right hand is like trying painting portraits. So at least it was cool out. And then again, let's press the hands towards the ceiling. So notice where your shoulder blades go. They come together. Notice tops of shoulders. And then slowly just bring the elbows again back to cactus arms. Breathing into that space. And then if it's available, let's bring the elbows to the front. Coming where your shoulders allow. And then if it's available, maybe lifting the arms up a little bit. But not forcing. And then lower that. And then slowly lift that up if that's available. Breathing. And then slowly lower that down. And then slowly open up through the elbows again. And then one more time, reaching towards the sky. Breathing. And then releasing hands to top of thighs. And just releasing through the shoulders. Just noticing the sensations. And then just moving a little bit forward in your chair. We're gonna lift the shoulders toward your ears. And then circle them forward. Like a nice big circle with the shoulders. Down and away from the ears. And then towards the back. And then up towards the ears. We'll do this for 3 times. Down. Back. Just nice slow circles. This is number 3. Up towards your ears. Forward. Down. Towards the back. And then up towards the ears, and then relax that. And then we're going to go backwards. So we're going to lift the shoulders towards the ears, and gently roll towards the back, opening up the chest, down, away from ears, forward, up towards ears, towards the back. Notice the shoulder blades squeeze down, forward, up towards the ears, back, squeezing through shoulder blades, down, forward, to the ears. Is this number 3? And then back. I need a little clicker. And forward, towards the ears, and then relax. Okay, and scoot back in your chair. So feeling your low back to the back of the chair, your bottom to the chair, your feet to the blocks, feeling the 4 edges of the feet. So you can close through gaze of the eyes, or you can keep the gaze soft, just resting the hands on top of thighs. And just notice where the body touches the blocks, the chair. Just releasing through your shoulders. Feeling your shoulder blades to the back of the chair. Relaxing through your jaw. And then taking a breath in through your nose, filling your lungs, filling your abdomen, and then exhaling, releasing your breath. Just feeling the body soften, feeling supported by the chair, supported by the blocks. So scanning the body, noticing anywhere that you're holding tension or tightness. See if you can soften that area. Maybe by shrugging and then releasing. And then calling to mind the intention that you set at beginning of practice. And as you focus on your intention, take a breath in through your nose, filling your lungs, your diaphragm, filling that abdomen, allowing it to expand. Then exhaling through your nose, releasing your breath. Feeling the feet supported by the blocks, the 4 edges of the feet, the hands to the thighs, your 6 bones grounded into the chair, back body supported by back of chair. The jaws released, facial muscles soften. Just continue to focus on your natural breath. So just letting go of those things that no longer serve you. Slowly bringing awareness back to your body. Maybe wiggling through your fingers and your toes. Maybe finding gentle movement through the wrist. And then slowly, if you have the eyes closed, flutter open through the eyes. Let's bring the hands out to the side, breathing in. So gathering energy and breath in. Bringing the finger pads together. Exhale, bending through the elbows. Bringing hands to heart center. that one more time, breathing in, gathering energy and breath in. Exhale, bringing hands to heart center. And then gently pressing the thumbs into your sternum, your breastbone. And let's take a breath here into the nose. And exhale. Peace be with you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for being here. Thank you.
So maybe we can record next week also, because I'll be here next week. And then you'll have 2 plus Ray here. So, I don't know how to turn this off.